What I do here for Michael and Pan American is loss control, and I basically do the safety tailgate meetings for Michael and all his workers. And what we were doing today is talking about the heat stress situation, which is a big issue right now all across the nation. And we were talking about the symptoms and how important it is to recognize the symptoms and what to do when workers feel any of these symptoms. And we went over the emergency procedures that every employer in California has to have. We work 5 geographical areas, and we go from one area to another, and there's people that don't even know what this heat stress thing is about. So it's very beneficial for employees to know about these symptoms and what to do in case they run across somebody that's either unconscious or suffering from these symptoms of heat stress. We talked about 4, 22 and 1. The number 1 is that 4 represents the number of deaths this year. 22 is the average age of those people that have died, and wow. 1 day they've been working. That's an average day. They've been working. So
average day of employment.
Yeah, average day of employment. So those were really important numbers to throw out there for employees to kind of throw those numbers out so they can pay attention to what they're doing. You know?
Well, as I've said too, managing vineyards or orchards or whatever commodity is fairly simple in the real world, but it's managing people in their day-to-day activities and their personal protective equipment that they might need, or the heat illness that we have, or it gets pounded into us all the time that you got to make sure these people are drinking plenty of water during the day, especially when it's hot. If it's too hot to work, just let them go home early, and because you're losing productivity anyway. So it's not managing the crop, it's managing the people, and just really ensuring them that you care about them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's probably the most critical part too, is that a lot of workers have a misconception that no one cares about them, and actually a lot of the employers, especially Mike's an outstanding employer, and I don't say that because I'm his insurance broker. It's rare to see people that will put this commitment of not only time but money into this. I mean, this costs Mike a lot of money to do, but safety is, as Hector will probably say, I know in the classes that we teach for the farm labor contractors, easily returns 4 to 1 on any dollar.
Yeah.
If you practice.
Safety is a main, should be a big. You should concentrate a lot in the safety program, because by doing so, not only you save money, but you save time, and your workers keep coming to you.
In today's
healthy
environment also, if you invest your money in areas that you can control, your compliance issues, your educational issues, your safety issues, it's going to return it to you. Otherwise, what's the use of not investing that and ending up paying it in fines or additional workers' comp costs or liability suits? So it makes a lot of common sense for an employer to embrace it. Don't fight it, embrace it. Talk among your peers. There are solutions. I use an example is, if I have a person like Mike, why is his safety program working so well compared to this other individual's? What is he doing different? They're doing the same business. It's obviously that he's managing the situation opposed to not managing it. So that takes a little bit of work. You put a lot into it. It's
absolutely.
not a simple process. It may sound simple, but it's not. And we really do care. We're trying to raise a level of awareness to employees, because labor is important to California. It's important to the employers. Without this labor, we'd be in a world of hurt. So we need to take care of it. Definitely.
And in general, if an employee gets hurt, especially for a long-term type of injury, not only have you got him on disability and you're paying for that, but also you have to have somebody else come replace him, and so now you're almost doing double duty. And sometimes it becomes a little bit difficult, especially in the height of the season. If there's not enough labor out there, you just can't make a phone call and say, I need one more person today because somebody got hurt, and and get them in your fold. So, and then you got to, before they can even start, you got to start with the initial and basic safety program of what you're doing before you can even give them the equipment to go out to the field. So again, injuries can be very expensive just within the home office per se, as far as getting somebody to replace those people that are on the injured list.
And as labor becomes tighter, employees are going to gravitate to employers that care about them, that provide a better workplace. They're going to the ones that wake up and learn that there are good employers out there. they're going to go to work for those companies. Why work for someone that's not going to take care of you when you can go over here and be taken care of properly? So that's a big issue.
And something to point out is that something that's going on in each station is that safety is an everyday thing. It's not just one day and then we're done. It's every day. We have to have a safety first mentality in order to do what we want, prevent injuries, which is prevent injuries. So that's being discussed in all 5 stations.
Yeah.
So
and also the integration of like HR into this, because a lot of times we just focus on one aspect, but these folks are getting the proper things to do, how to interact with the office, because a lot of times if they're not taught this, they don't know how to do this.
Right. There's roughly 100 employees here at this point in time today, going through this half-a-day seminar, and again followed by lunch and soccer and whatever they want to do. So I just need to get this done prior to harvest. It's a great time to get everybody together, and we can take care of a lot of the mandated things. And one of those things actually is, again, I stress pretty hard, is the pesticide safety. I think we have to do that technically every 5 years, but because of the turnover of people, I do it every year. And it's great to have Jose come in from the county of Napa to do that. He works in the office. He knows a lot of my employees on a first name basis, on a positive thing, of course, but so he's able to mandate his program into helping us have a little bit safer world and doing that.
And that makes a big difference when you've got that kind of interaction with the employer and the governing bodies, for lack of better terms, the agencies. They know what type of employer it is, and that makes a difference, because you get to be on a first name basis with them, and they're happy to help you. They really reach out to you. So it's not an adversarial relationship. It becomes a true friendly relationship, and good for both parties involved. I think every employer should embrace that. And we've seen more of those this year. We've seen more of the county ag commissioners' offices, Department of Labor, everything this year out. More so the local agencies than ever before.
Enforcing safety.